One is me. Let's rise above and defeat the weak. Feeling like I need a new mountain to climb, because I'm sick of feeling behind. Say I grind and grind, but there's nothing kind about the life I live. I can give and give, but where's return? When's my turn to indulge in the riches? As a kid it was pitches and base runs, a much simpler time. But at present time, I want more shine, and I'll wait in line. But when it's the end of the line, I want to reach my prime, then continue to climb, stack up chips, and say I'm fine, without faking the expression. I feel deep compression from all the pain I've endured, so I sip on a drink and smoke on a filter to ease the brain. But I know it's wrong, and as I write these songs, I patch up my wounds without a squad full of goons. Just me by myself, and all the emotions I felt. It's detrimental to my health. It goes from happy to oh well, a constraint like a belt. And when I ask for help, I often feel like a burden. So I stay tucked like a curtain, hoping the brainwaves change. And if I never change, then the darkness wins, and I wouldn't want that. So just like that bat, I must swing hard and knock it out the park. So I'll play my part until I finish the start. MVP, one is me. Let's rise above and defeat the weak. Well educated, but underestimated, and it feels like I'm fated for better things, but the setbacks sting, and I hold on tight like a wedding ring, and like a boxer in the ring, I've got a real strong swing, but is it strong enough to stay in the ring and claim my prize, or do I deceive with eyes, always comparing size, but to summarize, I want it supersized, a nice big check, every time I rise, and every time I rise, I want a large impact, like a genocide. But to no surprise, this life excites. I'm either out of my mind, or success I'll find, and the success I find will render me kind. For now I'm confined by the lack of wealth. That's the life I'm dealt, until I alter the shelf and stock up on goods. And until I'm good, I'll retry as I should. Keep on placing the wood until the fire explodes and I'm understood. MVP, one is me. Let's rise above and defeat the weak. MVP, one is me. Let's rise above and defeat the weak. One, I'll fade out like the sun. Isn't it fun? Like a storm, I'm on the run. Like a storm, my particle has just begun.
Like a car, I want to drive through my obstacles and overcome the suggestion I've been placed in, renew my vitality and wake up with more confidence than I have been projected to see. Because some days are good and some days are bad, but I'd really like to grab a new line of credit. Sick of feeling pathetic, so I guess I'll hop off Reddit, take a good long walk and reassess my vision on what I think I'll achieve. Get back in the gym and restructure my body past its limits. Remain powerful and patient for a greater opportunity. I look in the mirror like there's two of me, but I can hardly conceive it because it's so occult, and that's the same reason I often find it strange to sleep. But that's the war in me, it should be no concern to you. Many changes in my brain that to the ordinary person would seem quite strange. Gosh, I miss this, being able to write so openly and not having to worry if they were privy to my personality. These predicates are like brutalized calamities, so I started learning new languages until I prioritize my psyche. I guess I'll have the right to be whatever I can imagine. Well, due time will tell how hard I fell, and if it was worth it to dive into a life with so much risk. Will I flop like a fish or expand like a wish? $1 million. I wish.
I've got an obsession, but still I need more lessons. Too many confessions, but still not enough blessings. I've got an obsession, it's time to clear my essence. Let's get my focus on like a stripper. I've been slept on for too long. Mine's gone, but till I tried to remain strong. But in this life it's all ambiance, and if I'm ever wrong, it's how I move on. See, I can write a song, but my goals need a bond. I've been sitting for too long, trying to make up for lost time and all the crime. But I'm grateful, but I need a breakthrough. I won't hate you for being different, but towards politics I'm indifferent, because I won't buy in with a simple blind submission. So here's what I'm pitching, you just listen, and if you like it, let me fly like a griffin. Fuck division, with precision I'll become more driven. Yeah, with precision I'll become more driven. I've got an obsession, but still I need more lessons. Too many confessions, but still not enough blessings. I've got an obsession, it's time to clear my essence. I'm obsessed with power, but I don't need any fame. I know the nature of the game, but still I'm severely strained from all the pain I've maintained. I sip away to numb the brain, but eventually it feels the same. It's like cold rain pressed against my mainframe, and sometimes I forget my name. Like, am I human? And should I aim for better things? Chatting with myself like a swing, but then ping, a pinch, and the ride ends. And from these ends, not many make it out.
I've got an obsession, but still I need more lessons. Too many confessions, but still not enough blessings. I've got an obsession, it's time to clear my essence. I've got an obsession, but still I need more lessons. Too many confessions, but still not enough blessings. I've got an obsession, it's time to clear my essence.
Carefully, I try to make it through all the holes that I've made. Care for me, I try my hardest to improve every day. Carefully, I try my hardest to improve, because I never want to lose. And when I sip on booze, it's a temporary attitude, an expression that I choose just to escape the feelings of invalidity. But my potential is infinity and beyond. Pain on every angle that I lay on, because I took too many injections, thinking I'd get more opportunity. Silly me for thinking I'd strike a winning spree. The only win I see is when I go to sleep, or so it seems. When I was younger I had dreams, then the world humbled me. It's all affiliations, like a Tumblr feed. More success I need, but a virus says fuck me, and the job market says fuck me. But luckily I'm self-ambitious, because this world is so suspicious. How can you break down a colony and then shoot down the economy? That's vicious. But I'm still hoping for the riches, not to brag but to fix this pain that I encounter. And these voices just get louder, so I distract myself every hour just to get by. But if I was just a bit richer, I'd be pleasant a lot quicker. Carefully, I try to make it through all the holes that I've made. Care for me, I try my hardest to improve every day. Carefully, I need to care for me, because carelessly I spend away thinking what's there for me, and this brain is on the loose from all the knowledge that I fuse. I tell him stay confused, because I'm never backtracking and I'm never trapped in huge chakras exploding like a Catholic muse. I want to take a cruise, I want to change the views, I want to taste new food, I want to be well respected, but the chase gets hectic and I've wrecked this old version of me that was once so innocent. There's too much inner sense, so grounded like a tent, but I still pay rent. That's what keeps me bent. I want to home and a fence, a private zone to reflect. I no longer want to neglect all I can be, because all I can see is a better life, and I'm never scared of heights. I'm not concerned with wrong or right, because when I think I'm right, I'm often wrong, because the words are subjective, and I'm still a detective for cultivating perception. It's still all deception. Look how far I've come. I used to struggle to rap, but now I'm north, south, east, or west, like a compass and a map. If you want to attack, then go ahead with that. I hear them talk, but I'm not inclined to react, because I can fire back without insulting you. They think I've never got a clue, and life just hands things to you. Oh, how different we are. I want paint like art, I want hydration like sharks, and just like sharks, if you get too close, I'll rip you apart or take you down like dart. Good aim like darts, precision aim from the start. So let's start again and again. I'll try my hardest until the end, but there's truly no end. We're just accustomed to pretend. Carefully, I try to make it through all the holes that I've made. Care for me, I try my hardest to improve every day. Voices telling me to quit, hard to blink through all of it. Voices telling me to submit, still don't know where I will fit. Voices in my dreams haunting me, thought I moved past all of it. Shadows in my view, surrounding me. Now I'm unsure what to be, all this pain encapsulates me. But still I smile and I breathe, because I just want to be. I just want to be free, so I dive real deep, so they'll never look for me. Recklessly, sounds on repeat, almost at defeat, but I can't retreat. Voices here and there, I feel it deep inside. Voices here and there, I feel it deep inside. Voices here and there, I feel it deep inside.
voices on repeat, but I must not see defeat. I'm close to it, but I've got strong feet. I can run these streets like a marathon, but I'm not a paragon. But still I carry on as the days go on, and I yawn at the news I see. Such elite deceit, so I'll be discreet just like you. I've got a family at home, just like you. But is it true? If I push hard enough, I'll get a spark like you, obtain fans like you, obtain cash like you. I've got a past like you, but mine cuts deep like an ocean, it's steep. So not a word I'll peep of all the things I see unless you're in this deep. That's what they often say, so I'm here to play, and guess who's here to stay? But I don't want your moniker or status of approval. My facts are provable, but would you listen? I feel like no one listens. They always follow the pack, and when it's war they pack for another virus upheaval or another silent retrieval of this land they claim without considering the history. You talk too loud in your history. What a world this is, what a voice this is it hers or his? That's the world we live, but fuck it, I'll just give.
Voices here and there, I feel it deep inside. Voices here and there, I feel it deep inside. Voices here and there, I feel it deep inside. Voices here and there, I feel it deep inside. Voices here and there, I feel it deep inside. Voices here and there, I feel it deep inside.
Unlocking the codes of the algorithm, strong crystalline prism, but it's never been easy. See, I've always had the vision with every decision, but it's never been easy. Here's my second attempt in a field where I'm not the best, but even though I'm not up to par and I'm not a vet, I still wish to rise and fly high like a jet. See, sometimes I'm upset and I don't have an outlet, so I write these words to release the weight. And if I can anticipate what's next for me, then I'll breathe more free. And I want to be free, not just financially, but spiritually, emotionally, and overcome all the luck that's opposing me. In my field, they say pose for me, and in music, they say the top's where you're supposed to be. But I do this for the pain that's exposing me to a life unwanted. Like really, I don't want it, so I mix the sounds until I've got it. The position where I'm happy without turning psychotic. And I'm no robotic AI, but today I want to generate a script instead of reaching for a hit of a substance that only subsides this feeling of loneliness. I'm on my own with this, and if I don't make it, then it's on me to fix. No family grown money, so I'm growing with this ambition in me. I want to live alone so that when I weep, no one's waiting for me, asking how I've been, because lately all I've been is in need of peace. I mean, I have the peace, but this environment doesn't fill my needs. I need a solitary space so I can take the lead, sit quietly and read. I hardly touch the weed, but lately indica's been calming me, and all I can think of is where I can be. I never want to be so lost in defeat, but you wouldn't know it just looking at me. I keep a strong circle, but everyone's looking at me, hoping I'll achieve a life that's not filled with grief. And with every piece, I try not to sink, I try to keep it pink, but lately black's been giving me a wink, asking me what I think. I've been positive for so long, but now I'm thinking what can go wrong if I dim the light and refrain from being so polite. Fuck wrong or right, I just want more heights. I'll take care of whoever sees those heights and adheres to my foresight of what I might achieve. Just believe, that's how you manifest, right? But be careful what you wish for, you might become more than you wish for. Unlocking the codes of the algorithm, strong crystalline prism, but it's never been easy. See, I've always had the vision with every decision, but it's never been easy.
Give me a ladder, I need to reach real high. Give me a ladder, I need to reach real high. Give me a ladder, I need to reach real high. Locked in like a coffin, stop him, he's still coughing. Boxed in like a prophet, he's all that and he's not it. Let me get a hit before I forfeit it, cause I'm severely sick, but I'm on top of it. Like a needle in the vein, I'll bounce off of it. Like a rocket in the sky, I'll blast off with it. Like a flock in the sky, I'll drop off with it. Like a runner on the track, it's all esophagus. Preposterous, they say he's losing his mind, but it's just this metropolis that he's bound to. 1, 2, how many shots are in you? My shoulder is still removed. All this pain that's not a bruise, it's a ruse. Me versus you, they claim I'll lose, but what's the topic? I'm heating up like it's a tropic. All they say now is cop this. My oh my, when will they stop this? This a slide or a virus, but what's the true virus? Give me a ladder, I need to reach real high, give me a ladder. I need to reach real high, give me a ladder. I need to reach real high. I focus on the good and the bad sneaks up, but my subconscious is tough. I can't depend on luck, and my favorite phrase is I don't give a fuck, because when I give a fuck, I get stuck, and I cater to people like trucks. I help out so much, and then I end up stuck. It's like my karma is backwards, and I'm always waiting for the after, like a natural disaster. I'm tied up by the master, but I can't go faster. I cover pain with laughter, and the drinks I buy after, and after, like an obese person. I'm never done with my platter. Fuck this social ladder. I'd rather close my eyes, and to no surprise, I'm better off without the lies. Like a fresh baked pie, I just want a fair size. So until the day of my demise, I'll keep popping up like a poltergeist. Give me a ladder. I need to reach real high. Give me a ladder. I need to reach real high. Give me a ladder. I need to reach real high. Give me a ladder. I need to reach real high. Give me a ladder. I need to reach real high. Give me a ladder. I need to reach real high. I want to take more chances. If I ever do advance with this, it'll truly be a blessing. I've learned enough lessons to know where I could be and know where I should be. I'm not even a rapper, but now I'm thinking I could be. It's crazy, looking at young hood me like all you ever did was move and turn up with new friends, wondering when the cycle will end. See, I can play pretend, but in the end, I know the man behind the act, and he doesn't want to relax. He just wants more stacks. So superficial, but it's true. Or maybe I'm lying to you just to see what you'll do. See, the old me is gone, and it's time to move on, respawn into a new arc. Dive deep with the sharks like I'm that leader that you forgot to mention, and I'm loving the suspension of the new heights that I'm about to climb. I fell behind, and now I want mine like an architecture design. I need a new path, but to some people that's impossible. But for as long as I'm alive, I'm believing that it's possible. I need a new path, so the odds become more probable. Sitting in my room thinking there's more to my potential, and the peace of mind is essential, so I'll bust out this stencil and write away with my so-called potential. Write something so good that you'll be claiming that it's mental, but I've been in those beds, diagnosis and meds, underloved and underfed with the wildest of minds and the longest of lines. I could say it was hell, but it taught me a ton, and no, it wasn't fun, it was torturous and dull, but even dull, I went through it, and it shaped my strengths. So for that I give thanks, and I'll extend to new lengths.
Rain comes down and rain comes down and rain comes down and I feel a whirlwind. Every day I need help, like a victim of murder self. They don't know what I felt, but if you couldn't tell, I've been through hell. Silence is on myself like a book on the shelf. The voices scream and yell like show and tell. I feel stuck like gel, but if I try to rebel, they call me foolish, stupid, and a nuisance. Seeing life for all students, but if we diverge from the pack, then it's necessities that we lack. And I've got this heavy weight on my back, trying to get me to react like an arsenal attack. It's just a trap. I go from forth to back instead of forward. In fact, I loop and loop like a train on the track, hoping for a change, but it all feels so strange. How can life be so repetitive and competitive? It wears me down like a sedative, but I try to stay ahead of it, remain calm and take steps with it. But with each step I take, my placement feels so wrong, and the climb feels so long. And how long can I wait? How much more can I appreciate when it feels like I'm always late and I'm waiting for a due date that's never gonna come? See, I want cash in large sums, but just like drums, I only get a beat, and if I can no longer defeat, then what's my purpose? Take me out the body if I'm cursed like this. Rain comes down and rain comes down and rain comes down and I feel a whirlwind.
If I try harder, I can rise to an upper echelon. And this isn't a swan song, but I'll move along and compartmentalize all the pieces of my mental depth. See, you're not a threat. What the threat is my lack of checks, but in retrospect, I could have slept, said fuck knowledge and wept. At least that I kept. And if I've crept to places unfamiliar, was never to remain singular. I'll finish the job like a signature. And this perception isn't miniature, it's decisive like a wrestling finisher. My mortal is combat, and now it's time to finish her. Rain comes down and rain comes down and rain comes down and I feel a whirlwind. One step in and it's drastic, 2 steps in and it's classic, 3 steps in and it's holographic. I'm repelling the negative thoughts of me to become a better me. But as I try to sleep, they come for me like a thief in the night. But I have no fright, I just want more delight. So I'm out of sight until I reach my peak. So let me take a peek and see what's in store for me. And in the core of me, there's a kid with fight, always wanting more, expansive goals like a prevalent tour. More money or I'm sore, that's what I tell myself. Sure, I need help, but I also need wealth, because this poor lifestyle puts one on the shelf. And I've got one drug on the shelf to calm my cells. I'm trapped up like a prison cell, but even through hell. And when I fell, I still wish on the well for grander things. And this commander sings until he grows his wings and flies above with springs. 1 step in and it's drastic, 2 steps in and it's classic, 3 steps in and it's holographic. This life is holographic, so like plastic I avoid the heat, but I'm 100 like whole wheat, and I want the bread on top like a bakery. Nothing shaking me but the will to advance, and if I decide to dance, it won't be with the devil. Young, cool, fly rebel, always against the pack, but still wise enough not to backtrack. And if I lack, then I'll keep pushing through the back at a stronger pace. You're the joker, I'm the ace. I can be in either place. I can get up in your face and tell you what it is. So polite like a quiz, but I'm not like these kids with the selfie and the Riz. I conform, but it's like this. I want a new life, I want a new wife, I want 2 flights, I want no fights, just peaceful heights and a nice place to live. And the more I make is the more I'll give, because I struggle so much and I'm truly tough, but I've had enough. Basic life is rough and I want more stuff. So selfishly I'll take a spot for me, then give a spot to you. And it's true, I'm not better than you, but I continue to improve, and this I'll always do. 1 step in and it's drastic, 2 steps in and it's classic, 3 steps in and it's holographic. 1 step in and it's drastic, 2 steps in and it's classic, 3 steps in and it's holographic.